AskReddit by the Carrot V2. How would you feel if the only thing we knew about presidential candidates was their stance on issues? No information on party, name, gender, race, or religious beliefs, or lack thereof. Would it be based on their actual stance, or what they claim is their stance? How do you verify which is which? They'd lie even more to get elected than they do now. Bloomberg, a 33 years old 6 feet 4 240 pounds blonde guy with blue eyes, 6 packs and mixed parents would never do such a thing. You should look up the philosophical thought experiment called The Veil of Ignorance. It poses a similar question. You have to look at all political, economic, and social ideas without knowing what your socio-economic position is. Pasting the reply from you can thumb a good woman to give a more accurate description of the experiment, popularly attributed to American philosopher John Rawls. You have to look at all that and then design a society that you would want to live in. But the catch is, you don't know what your position will be. You might be at the bottom, you might be at the top. The idea is that you'll try to make the society as equitable as possible, kind of like the kid who cuts the cake doesn't get to pick his slice. An example of this in fiction is from the Doctor Who 50th anniversary special Day of the Doctor, in which two negotiators have their memories wiped. The theory being that they will negotiate a treaty that is fair to all parties, as each negotiator doesn't know which party they belong to. It should be like the blind auditions on The Voice. The choice. The best bullshitter wins. Not that that changes much, but without anything to hold them accountable to their statements and commitments, it's just a mess. This is how I feel about debates. I, for one, would rather see long-form interviews from the party candidates. Seems that would be more informing. Deleted. If you were offered $1 billion to not use Reddit for a day, would you take it? How would you feel if our AskReddit banned leading questions that begin with "how would you feel"? How would you feel if a naked man broke into your home? Immediately followed by 28 comment long chain that inevitably devolves back into us left vs right politics. Deleted. Right. The only way this would work is if it's a mind reading scenario. I mean, for one, it isn't plausible. But also the ability to be social is important for a leader. Yes, a president isn't just a person whose views we support, it's also their political talent. They have to interact with other leaders, stay calm under pressure, give good speeches, etc etc. I think we need to know more than just the policies. I want to know if they're just saying things for votes or if there's proof of them actually trying to do what they say. It's all very well saying war is bad, but are you actually protesting against wars, or just saying it's bad, as an example? Deleted. Interesting in theory, but context in the form of values or motivations matters. For a very extreme example, you can go to our political compass memes and see that two people in a vacuum oppose chattel slavery from Africa, but one of them opposes it because the institution itself is wrong, lib left, and the other because they don't want black people in America, auth right. If you are curious, you could try one of the online tests that does essentially what you're asking. I usually do. I side with https://www.isidwith.com/. That subreddit is literally entirely a meme. No, because things like leadership ability and integrity matter. Anyone can fake a stance.